answers, I change the questions.
It's me, Austin!
Who are you to doubt El Dandy? Because this guy's a serious professional.
Brett screwed Brett.
Yeah! Did he do it? Cover! Oh, and a kick out! Unbelievable!
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Hey, yo, Pro Wrestling Podcast listeners, welcome to the show where we don't sing it, we bring it. Help us out and click subscribe to show your support. Ladies and gentlemen, for the third time tonight, we are going live with an update to the breaking news story started earlier this evening. Multiple WWE superstars, even main roster superstars being released. And in our previous episode, we covered some, but the list has grown exponentially. Right now, we want to report that we're going to go through the full list. Let's do it that way. We're going to start with what we spoke about earlier today. Alba Fire, Zoe Stark, and all members of the Wyatt Six being released earlier today. We also mentioned that NXT superstar Dante Chen had been released. Since that posting, we have seen a massive slew of other people being released from their WWE contracts. These include NXT superstar Andre Chase, the former leader of Chase U. The one that really surprises me, because we're waiting on a payoff from a story that's been going on for basically 3 years, is Kairi Sane. The Kabuki Warriors are no more. Asuka and Kairi have been split up as Kairi Sane has been eliminated from WWE with having her contract not renewed or released or whatnot. Also joining the list, Apollo Crews, who came back to WWE and, let's be honest, has not been used to his full potential. A few appearances here and there on SmackDown. As after that, former WWE Tag Team Champions, the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, both released from their WWE contracts. And now the last three are ones that I'm shocked over for different reasons. One, Santos Escobar. His contract ran out last year. WWE went out of their way to re-sign him to a massive contract that was going to be significantly increase in money. He was supposed to be brought to the main roster as a main roster star. And instead, Santos Escobar, after signing that contract, never again appears for WWE in a main roster position. And instead, he has been injured, relegated to AAA shows where he's made a couple of appearances, but nothing on the main roster. Now, that is actually not the most surprising one to me. The most surprising release tonight so far, and I say so far because we could still hear more tonight and I might be back on here again, but Aleister Black and Zelina Vega, the married couple who have been performing on SmackDown's brand and quite frankly, heading into WrestleMania, word is Aleister Black was planned to be the original person talking to Randy Orton on the phone instead of Pat McAfee. Aleister Black and Zelina Vega now gone from the company. Talk about a missed opportunity. Aleister Black was finally in a position where you could have strategically placed him into a feud that could have gotten him over. He's over with the fans. The character is so unique. It's as close as you're going to get to The Undertaker without being disingenuous or disrespectful. Zelina Vega has been, she's a jack of all trades for WWE and can do anything they ask her to do. These two are some of the most shocking ones of the day. I think Kairi Sane may be the most shocking considering we never got the match where we were expecting to see Asuka versus Io with possibly Kairi being the special referee because she's been pulled between the two. Now we're never going to get a payoff to that. Oh, I wanted to be with Asuka, but Io has been backing me up all this time. And here's the thing, I get it. WWE makes roster cuts every year. It's cost cutting for profitability purposes. That's business. I understand all of that. What you should never do is cut somebody when your fan base is waiting for a payoff. We have been waiting for the better part of 2 to 3 years to see this all come together, all come to fruition, to see where this plays out. We have been really building to it. It was supposed to be a match at Mania. It got thrown aside because of the injury to Nikki Bella and the Kabuki Warriors possibly having to take that spot. When Paige substituted, it made it so that didn't have to happen, but they had no time to build this other match, and now we're just not going to see it. If you want to cut talent, I understand all of that. But what you should not be doing, as I said before, is taking away the payoff for a long-term storyline that your fans have been patiently waiting for, looking forward to, highly anticipating. And now, where do we go from here? Where does Io go from here? Where does Asuka go from here? Are we going to reunite the two of them in some way, shape, or form? That's the only thing I could see that would make sense. But Io is over like Rover. Obviously, you don't want to change anything for Io. So, very crazy stuff. I really would have loved to see so much more from Aleister Black. Kairi Sane is so much better than even what she was given. And she was given a lot, don't get me wrong, but she was even better than what she was given. It's just all of this so shocking to me. Not that there were cuts. I get it. It happens every year. But the people that were being cut, I understood like last year when Braun Strowman was cut, he had a massive contract. Now, look, I don't know the contract details that all these people had, but you can't convince me that some of these people were making, 7-figure deals. I just don't see that as being realistic. When you look at the roster, I think they're missing the boat on some really incredible storylines going forward with some of these talents that they've now recently let go. What a sad day for talent in WWE. Our thoughts and prayers with all of the talent. I hope all of them bounce back really well. And we're recording this in the middle of SmackDown, where we've seen debuts of NXT talent come into the main roster and all of this stuff. Is this why they do it? Do they purge all this talent to make room for the NXT call-ups and then breed the next level of competitor down in NXT to do the same thing next year? At what point are you cutting away too many of your prime stars? And, Braun Strowman was a tough one for me last year. Other talents in the past have been difficult for me to see, but this year, these three in particular really, really hit. These are premium talents, people who had prominent positions on the shows. I just don't understand it. But, like I said earlier tonight, if you got questions, comments about this, if something else comes down, you can call me, Pro Wrestling Sound Off Line, 267-642-1160. I'll get to those questions in a future episode. And if more people are released or there is more breaking news, I will pop on here if I can and get you another update. In the meantime, thank you so much for being loyal listeners and followers of the Pro Wrestling Podcast. I can't tell you what that means to us. Our show has been growing exponentially recently, and that's due to all the commitment and all of the loyalty from the listeners and the fans. By the way, I don't want to forget to say, my 2 Patreons, thank you guys. I got to give you that shout out every episode. John in Texas, Emily, you guys are a big part of what makes this possible. Thank you so much for your support, our number 1 Patreons. If you too want to become a Patreon member and get your name in the shout outs, pop over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Pro Wrestling Podcast and sign up today. Thank you so much for everything, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Please click like and subscribe. Give us a comment. That's how the logarithm works, so that you could see us in other more prominent roles on YouTube and all other streaming platforms. Please do that to help the show if you like what we do here. And I will see you guys in a new episode. Take care. Have a great night.